Have you ever thought about what it would be like if the faces of your own family were a complete mystery? Today, we're going to dive into this incredible place where neuroscience and AI meet and talk about a technology called the AI shield that's, well, it's giving people a totally new way to see their world. So let's get right into it. To really get why this tech is such a game changer, you kind of have to step into a reality that's completely different from what most of us experience. A world where every single face you see is like seeing a stranger for the very first time. Now, seriously, think about that for a second. You walk into a room, you're looking for your best friend, your partner, your mom, but you just see a crowd. You don't recognize anyone until they start talking. Can you imagine how that constant feeling of uncertainty would just shape everything? And here's the thing, this isn't just some hypothetical question. For lots and lots of people, this is just life. Every day is a series of reintroductions, even with people they've known forever. And as you can imagine, that can feel incredibly isolating. So what is going on in the brain that causes this? Well, it boils down to two really fascinating and, as we're about to see, often linked neurological conditions. Okay, first up, there's aphantasia. Now, if I ask you to picture, say, a bright red apple, most of us can kind of see it in our head, right? The round shape, the little stem, maybe a shine on it. But for someone with aphantasia, that mind's eye is, well, it's blank. They know what an apple is, of course, but they can't actually see a picture of it in their mind. And then there's prosopagnosia, which most people know as face blindness. And this is where that daily challenge really comes in. It's not about picturing faces in your head anymore. It's about not being able to recognize them right in front of you. Imagine looking at your spouse of 10 years and not having a clue who they are until you hear their voice. That is the reality of prosopagnosia. Now, you'd probably think these are two totally separate things, right? One's about your imagination, the other's about recognition. But some really interesting research has found this pretty startling connection between them, and it has huge implications for how we understand the brain. So think about it like this. If you literally can't create a mental picture of someone's face, how are you supposed to store it in your memory to recognize it later? It's kind of like trying to create a family photo album, but you don't have any photos. It's just empty pages. And that's exactly why so many people with aphantasia also really struggle with recognizing faces. And the number here, it's pretty staggering. 40%. That's how many people with aphantasia also say they have a really tough time with face recognition. So this isn't some small overlap. It's a huge link that points to a pretty widespread and often totally hidden challenge. You know, that 40% number isn't just a random statistic. It's really a signpost. It tells us there's a pretty big group of people out there who could seriously benefit from a new kind of help, something that can bridge a gap that the brain itself struggles with. So, what do you do about a challenge like this? Well, this is where technology steps in with a really clever and powerful solution. They're calling it the AI shield. I mean, we live in a world that is so reliant on visual cues for just about everything, especially connecting with people. So what happens when our own brain can't quite keep up? Well, that's where technology can step in and offer a hand. But how does it actually do it? So this is the Prosopagnosia shield. It's not a cure, let's be clear, but think of it more like a powerful AI assistant. It acts as your own personal, real-time guide to the faces around you, using some pretty advanced facial recognition to tell you who you're looking at. And the way it works is actually pretty straightforward. First, a camera, maybe it's on a pair of smart glasses, maybe your phone, it captures a face in front of you. Second, the AI instantly analyzes all these little facial features and checks them against a database of people you know that you saved. And then third, it discreetly tells you the person's name, maybe through a little earpiece or a tiny pop-up on a screen. It's basically like having a social superpower. Okay, so the tech is cool, but what does a tool like this actually mean for someone's day-to-day life? The impact isn't just, convenient. It can be absolutely life-changing. I mean, just look at the difference here. On one side, you've got this world of constant social anxiety, of missed opportunities. You're always worried you're going to offend a colleague or just walk right past a friend. And on the other side, a world with newfound confidence. With the AI shield, all that uncertainty just kind of evaporates. It's replaced by the freedom to actually build relationships, at work and in your personal life. And that, right there, is the heart of it all. The AI shield is a crucial assistant for getting by in a world that's built on visuals. This isn't about replacing what humans can do. It's about powerfully enhancing it. It gives people the confidence to just connect. So we've just seen how AI can literally be a shield for the mind, helping someone overcome a very specific challenge with how they perceive the world. But you have to figure this is just the tip of the iceberg. It kind of makes you wonder, right? What other limits of the human mind could AI help us push past? What other new ways of seeing and understanding are just around the corner?